Hey, shalom, brothers and sisters. Welcome back. I thank you again for joining me. Today, I'd like to talk about Absalom's tomb. Of course, we know who Absalom is. He's a rebellious son of King David, and if you want to read up on the story, if you don't know about it, or if you do, it's not a bad idea to check it out in Second Samuel chapters 13 through 18. Absalom was one of David's sons, and he'd say eliminated his half brother for molesting their sister. He just dispatched him, and later on he couldn't wait to take the chance on being an heir to King David when he passed away. So he started a rebellion to try to take the kingdom away from David, and of course David had to flee a little bit, and then he had to gather his forces and go back in. He never wanted his son, to be slaughtered or anything like that, but unfortunately that happened. His hair got stuck in a tree and he was struck down, and King David was remorseful. He was so heartbroken and everything over it, and they buried him in a little tomb nearby. And anyways, I'll give you a little lesson about this. Okay, the recent one built was maybe the first century CE. An earlier one was erected. Josephus mentioned it was. He mentioned in Antiquities about the tomb and everything. But for centuries, it was a custom for passerbyers, like the Jews, Christians, and even Muslims, to throw stones at the monument. People of Jerusalem would bring their unruly children to the site to show them what became of King David's rebellious son. So they had a unruly child, they would grab him by the hand, or who knows, maybe by the ear, and take him there and point it out and say, this is what happened to King David's rebellious son. And if you keep acting like this might happen to you. Kind of a deterrent to from their bad behavior. And possibly it worked, I don't know, but as just a small history, and it, this structure is big. I've seen pictures of it online, and it's just a sad story. It's just a self-entitled son who thought, he could be better than his father and outclass him and overthrow him and do a better job. He wanted power, and King David, he loved his son. He didn't want nothing bad to happen. He probably would have imprisoned him and probably tried to talk sense into him, but he didn't have that chance. It just didn't happen that way. And anyways, it's a powerful lesson to learn about. In the Old Testament talks about that. In the Torah talks about what you do to unruly children, especially if they strike their parents. I mean, it was harsh back then. They were supposed to be put to death, for rising up against their parents. In today's society, they would say, that's child abuse, capital punishment, whatever, but that was their society and what was commanded of them, right or wrong. If you believe it or not, right or wrong, whatever, that's just what it was. And anyways, I just wanted to share the story of Absalom with you, and please read up on those chapters in Second Samuel. Read up on them, doesn't hurt and everything. And he's basically to the Jews and some Christians and Muslims, his name is associated with shame and rebellion and lost cause, whatever. But anyways, yeah, check that out, and let me know what you think below in the comment section. And also, I'd appreciate if you subscribe and hit that notification bell for my future content, and also subscribe. I'd appreciate that. And thank you again for joining me. Pleasure always. Till we meet again. Peace out and shalom.